Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. Had a week off, Josh, for Memorial Day. We're back though, and it's for the longest race of the season.
Yeah, Charlotte. It's gonna be a long one, like you said. And with how drivers been talking, it's not an easy track.
Not at all. Of course, like I said, we're at Charlotte tonight. Longest race, 300 miles. Could be longer. Never know. Green, white, checkers, right? But before we get in any further, we'll let Rutledge Wood get us started here. And that should lead us into about qualifying, and we'll see what these guys can do here tonight.
Hey everybody, I'm Rutledge Wood from NASCAR on NBC, and you're watching World of Stock Car Racing League. Enjoy!
Alrighty, there you have it. Appreciate that, Rutledge. Josh, as you said, a lot of drivers complaining. What's the main complaint?
Loose. I heard Michael Bustle on the radio just a minute ago saying, does this thing ever get tight?
Alright, well, that should be interesting. See, Jordan Hand just joined. That'll be a debut.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name in a little while. I just seen Aaron Smith wreck. I mean, that should tell you how treacherous it is out there.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be smooth as butter, though, as usual, right?
He's doing his crashing now.
Of course, next week's, make sure you tune in next week as well. Let's go ahead and just, it's the Dega Duels. It's basically taking one 94-lap Talladega race and breaking it into two full points-paying races. So
That's a big race for a lot of people. It's a chance to get back in the hunt for the playoffs, and it's a really good chance for everyone to win.
you speak about that. This is also this race tonight at Charlotte pays a lot of points.
Yep, and we're talking about the Dega Duels. We know Joseph's not going to be here next week, so I expect him to be going all out for these stage points, as he usually does.
Yeah, he's got to. He's got the most stage wins this season. That's for sure.
He just can't finish it off. He keeps finding about every way. He's eventually going to get one, though.
Well, here we go. Qualifying has begun. Bryce Shoemaker, his throwback custom paints and diecast. You said that's to Elliott Sadler?
I believe so. Before Kyle Busch.
I know that paint scheme was getting some talk on the post-race show after Bristol.
And we got a heavy hitter. The heavy hitters are out already. We got Mark and Aaron already out there on track qualifying.
Go ahead and pull up your live timing. See them as the times pop up as Bryce is in the wall there.
Pretty smooth 1 and 2 for Mark Whitley. He's about to go into 3 and 4 right now. Running up against the wall in 3 and 4, arcing it down to the bottom.
He is in that Harpoon Designs Chevrolet. Let's see what he can do on his first lap.
Definitely not a good lap.
Jordan Hand coming in.
It's about 8/10 off his fastest lap in practice. Aaron runs faster than he did in practice.
Gary Smith to second.
And old Smith front row.
Bobby
Patrica goes for.
I believe Mark Whitley's probably going to improve on this lap.
Yeah, I think that was a warm-up lap. The first one, 30.09. Put him P2.
Only P2.
Joseph. Still sitting on pit road.
All right, yeah. Still got time. We just now have hit the 2-minute mark. 15 seconds, so he's got time.
Stouffer goes P5 on his first lap. Bobby Patrica, P6. Right now, as it stands.
Good Doran.
Spot for him. Yeah, that's a race Luke's looking forward to. He loves these long races, a lot of strategy.
Joseph McWhorter is rolling off pit road now.
Yeah, about 2.5 minutes left in the session. 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 2.5 minutes left in Maybe he's waiting, or just trying to wait for the track to cool just a little bit. I mean, it is the sun setting, so maybe.
That's going to be the interesting thing to watch tonight. Who's going to get better as the nighttime comes in? This race will finish fully under dark.
I feel like they all want it to get dark already. I feel like when it gets darker, it'll tighten up a little bit. Won't be as slick. Oscar Jensen also out on track right now. Tim Hendry leaving pit road right now. He's only got 2 minutes to qualify here. Oscar goes up to P7.
Joseph working his way through 3 and 4 right now. Let's see what he can do here.
.039. P2. See what he can do. I mean, the second lap's usually faster. Can he find just a little bit more? Steal the pole away from Aaron.
That's right. Aaron Smith still on provisional pole right now. Unless Joseph McWhorter has anything to say about it, or Tim Hendry.
Joseph right on that blue and white line. Comes off the bottom a little bit. Might have lost him a little bit of time. He improves, just not enough.
Yeah,
Really
not
good lap.
enough. He's almost got there, but it's looking like another Aaron Smith pole.
29.971. Only one to break the sub 30s.
Here comes Tim Hendry. See where he can put his lap time. P16, and he's going to lose it, so it's going to be a P16 run for that 07.
And 30.6 is not awful. I mean, it's just the whole field so close together. I mean, everyone's separated by 7/10 disqualified.
Only person not qualifying tonight is Nick Osipek.
As Tim Hendry loses it off of 3 and 4,
Yeah,
he's in the
into
pit
bay.
barrels.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, I've seen you do it.
As we approach the end, checkered flag is going to be flying here in qualifying. All right. So your heavy hitters, 1, 2, and 3. Any underdog we should watch out for tonight?
I mean, it's always hard to pick. I think it's not right to call him an underdog because he won the championship. But, I mentioned a lot of laps, a lot of different strategy opportunities. Luke's the best at saving tires out of everyone in the field. So you always got to keep an eye on him for a race like this.
Yes, sir. Well, your starting grid is up on your screen right now. Aaron Smith on pole, Joseph McWhorter, Mark Whitley, Gary Smith, Luke Doran, Jordan Hand, Oscar Jensen, Chris Stouffer, Tristan Ferris, Bobby Patrica, Jonathan Smith. And Nicky Bobby rounds out the top 12.
I think Aaron's playing with each other, playing with everyone. He wants an EOL.
And rounding out the rest of your qualifiers, we got Keith Shoemaker, Bryce Shoemaker, Michael Bussell, Tim Hendry, and Jim Foskett. And as we said, Nick Osipek did not set a time in qualifying. All right. This is going to be interesting. We are fully in the sun right now. You can see the front shirt just starting to get shaded.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's gonna be hard to see for a little while. As the sun goes down.
Go ahead and thank Harpoon Designs, Buck Kicker, Future Designs, Firestorm. We're sponsoring the Showdown series. As we get ready for 200 laps, 300 miles around Charlotte, the Cup Series in real life just raced here. Put on a great race. Do we get one tonight?
Yeah, I hope so. It's gonna be hard to beat those top 3. I mean, we say that every week, but a lot of laps. Maybe someone can make a Hail Mary strategy and pull out a win.
Well, here we go. Can anyone break the Aaron Smith win streak right now? This guy's just winning, winning, and winning. Of course, What was it, 2 weeks ago at Bristol, we thought McWhorter had it.
Yeah, he definitely had the best car, had the best line. Aaron said he didn't think he could have beat him, but it's racing stuff. Not over till it's over.
That's right. Here we go, the formation lap as they head down the backstretch. And also, just a programming alert, in a few months, we will be back here, and we'll be going down that chicane on the backstretch.
Yeah, just to add a little more chaos, I feel like.
So, this is not our last trip to Charlotte this year. We've decided to run the Roval for the first time. That's going to be interesting.
Car about to pull in.
Yes, sir. Pace car is about to pull in. We're about to hit this Geico restart zone, and Barney's going to wave the green flag. There it is. We're going racing.
And a good start for the front, too. Joseph might have actually got a little bit better. And we got a crash, I believe, on the front stretch. He's back around, but that's Nicky Bobby.
Nicky Bobby, yeah. Going real slow.
Maybe some wheel issues or something. That was pretty weird looking. Joseph McWhorter, though, he's going to lead lap 1. He's pulling away.
Now, we've seen this before. Got to conserve these tires. Also, we didn't mention it. 2 stages tonight. We were talking about, we did mention it's a lot of points on the line tonight. We got 2 stages tonight, 50 and lap 100.
Yep, and that's the completion of the 2. So you got to make it to lap 50. I feel like this is becoming a weekly thing, though. I feel like Joseph's just doing exactly what Aaron and Mark want him to do every week.
Speaking of Mark, he's on the outside right now, that 26 of Oscar Jensen.
And it just feels like the same thing. I mean, he's pulling away, and these 2 are saving. I mean, look at Whitley.
Whitley's under pressure now by that 5 of Luke Doran. That's the 88 of Jordan Hand. Like I said, season debut.
I believe he is the race winner in this series. Just hasn't been able to show up for the first part of this season, but hopefully he'll be back now.
It looks like Whitley and Aaron are on the outside here, losing ground, but that could just be some tire saving.
Yeah, and I get it, but do you really want to fall this far back?
As Tristan Ferris is all over the back bumper of that 77 now, as you see that.
Someone go in the wall?
I think somebody did. Caught it for a brief second. All good, though. Tristan's trying to work on this 77.
He's going to do it. I mean, he's saving tires. Foskett, I think that's Foskett in the wall.
As Whitley continues to drop. Down 6 spots since the start of this race.
Yeah, I think it's planned, though. I don't think it's anything unexpected for them.
I mean, you can just look at the gap that McWhorter's opened up. A 1 second gap.
He's just going to have to keep putting lap times down. Aaron ran a 31.5. Mark ran a 31.6 last time.
And he's going around. Jonathan Smith. Oh, Whitley's in it.
Wow.
Whitley is in it. He's rolling over.
Well, we talked about it, though. you don't want to be that far back because that stuff happens.
It was Jonathan Smith and Jordan Hand that started it.
It's a huge crash.
Ugh. Bustle's in it. Whitley rolls over and turns 3 and 4 here at Charlotte.
Yeah. That's a pretty big crash there for Whitley, huh? I don't know if he's going to be able to come back from that. I think that's going to be on Jonathan Smith.
Okay, what we'll do,
And
we'll go up to the blimp cam here and we'll slow it down.
Mark is going 100 and something on pit road.
Unfortunate for Michael Bustle as well. He's had no luck as well.
Yeah, he already said we'll see you tomorrow next week.
All right, well, that just took out a heavy hitter.
I mean, it's just I don't know what to say. I mean, I feel like he just didn't give any room in the front back stretch.
And we were just statistician here. Jordan Hand has not won yet here, WOSCRL. And doesn't look like he will be winning tonight. Okay, well, I'm honestly kind of shocked. Usually these top guys never get involved in any of the wrecks. That's one of the first times that's actually wiped out a top guy.
Yeah, and that definitely helps Joseph. I mean, he wants to beat him straight up, but with how his seasons went, I'm sure he'll take as much help as he can get.
Right, and to make things worse, Whitley's also not a fan of the track next week. It's Talladega 2 times. He's shown his displeasure for super speedways, but he's good at super speedways. He's got wins here. But that really benefits is Tim Hendry and Jim Foskett. They're up 11 spots now, running P5 and P6.
Yeah, and they were almost in that as well.
A lot of good avoidance by all those guys that missed it. And I saw Bobby Patrica going dirting, going through it. Big break though for Nicky Bobby. I might have had some wheel problems there on the start. He gets to get caught back up. He's 7 laps down though. I just now saw that. So, but he's caught back up to the field, so that's a plus.
Yeah, and I believe Michael Bustle offered to be race control, so that should tell you how he is. I was going for him.
Yeah, he got absolutely killed tonight. Already took out some good cars, and we, 8 laps in.
Whitley has called it a night.
Yeah, definitely not what he wanted.
Okay, it's another German motorsports on German motorsports crime. I feel.
Has Jonathan Smith called it tonight?
No, he is still in here.
Still on pit road there. So currently Joseph McWhorter is the highest running. So we'll keep an eye on it. Gary Smith pitted there, by the way. He was running P2. Now he's back in P11.
I don't hate that strategy at all. They got the tires. Why not use them? This goes green to the end of the stage. He could be in good shape.
We got some live timing here. That wreck happened probably about 6 minutes into the race, Josh.
So you're saying we're almost done?
That's how quick your night can end.
Yeah, and we talked about those points. This is a huge points hit for Mark Whitley. I know he's going to be safe, obviously, for the playoffs, but that regular season championship and those points, that's pretty big.
That is right. As we get ready to go back green here, as the field thins out, the long green flag runs will creep in. So we'll try to keep you entertained as long as we can, right?
Yeah, as we're about to go back green here,
Yep.
Joseph's in the lead. Good start for him. Now, we saw what happened to Mark. Do you think Aaron's like, okay, I don't need to fall that far back anymore?
Like you have to be. But we'll see who takes advantage of this tonight. As we're back green here, Joseph McWhorter, your leader.
Yeah, and Gary Smith's trying to go around the outside of Bryce.
He's working that high side. Gary Smith on those new tires. Of
Got to take advantage of them right now, but you got to make them last.
course, you wouldn't think it'd be that much of a difference because
Yeah, not much now, but if you think about, around lap 40, 10 laps fresher, that's going to make a big difference if he doesn't abuse them.
hey, excuse me, it looks like Luke Doran and Gary Smith took fuel only there, so topped off.
Yeah.
So if this thing goes green, keep an eye on those guys. They'll be able to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely be able to make the stage. I think they were good no matter what, though.
Christopher worked his way back up. He's up 4 spots since the start of the race, up to P4. Tim Hendry up 11, up to P5. Pressure in the 13.
Really good start for him.
Jim Foskett up 10 spots since the start of the race.
Yeah, and he barely missed that wreck. Came over the radio and said he didn't know how he got around it.
Out front, though, you might have had something there. Looks like Aaron's not dropping back as far this time.
Yeah, I mean you can't risk that. I mean, you just saw one of the big contenders for this championship go out. You need to take advantage of it.
As they work their way through 3 and 4. Oscar Jensen all over the back bumper of that 70.
Yeah, Aaron's still definitely saving some, but nothing like he was the first run.
Right on board with Aaron Smith here. It sounds like he's saving some gas. A lot of strategy throughout the field, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's what makes this race so interesting.
As Bobby Petrika makes his way around Nick Osipek, moves him up to P12, down 2 spots since the start of the race. Osipek up 5 spots since the start of the race. Bryce Shoemaker and Keith Shoemaker, 10th and 11th. Gary in P9 right now.
Yeah, not doing as much. I mean, like you said, they only took fuel. So he's probably just trying to wait, see what happens on this run. Are you still saying Aaron's saving?
Well, when we were riding on board with him, it sounded like the engine was off. In the turns.
Yeah. You look back a little bit. P4, Christopher, Tim Hendry, trying to stay with him. Go back a little further though. Tristan's looking at the bottom of Jim Foskett. He's going to make that move work in 3.
Still a lot of sun on that track in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it'll slowly start to set. Right now the track temp 87 degrees, so not too bad out there right now, but it'll get better as the sun goes down.
But yeah, out front, they're not letting Joseph check out this time.
And just an update on those crash people. Jordan Hand, Jonathan Smith, and Michael Bussell all waiting it out on pit road still.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Some more wrecks could happen.
And you talked about Nicky Bobby. He needs some more wrecks because I think it's just another week of him having some sort of issue. He's 7 laps down.
And we got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, Aaron's all over the back bumper to 32. Same thing with Tim Hendry. He's going to the outside for P4. Not going to make it work, but he wants that spot.
They head down the back stretch. Joseph able to create a little bigger gap there now. He doesn't have the 70 all over him.
I think maybe Joseph's just trying to limit himself to, do what he needs to do to stay out front, but still save some tire.
So we approach that stage caution. We're on lap 24. 2 stages tonight, 50 and 100. 50 and 100.
Halfway through the stage right here, pretty much. So, driver just got to do this one more, 25 more, and they'll get to the end of the first stage.
And it's a long one tonight, 200 laps.
Definitely endurance compared to what we got next week. Two sprint races pretty much next week.
Yes, sir. Nicky Bobby down 7 laps, up to P14 now.
Yeah, he just needs some cautions. His laps aren't awful. Faster than a couple of the guys in front of him. Just so many down.
Luke Duran, excuse me. You see him creeping up in a little bit in the picture there, behind Tim Hendry?
And you'll just slowly start to see him as the tires wear. You'll slowly start to see that 5 car edge closer and closer. I'm sure he wishes we had no stage cautions.
Creeping up every lap to the back bumper of that 07. So Tristan's gap Jim now. Jim's under pressure now by Gary. Gary trying to get that bottom side working for him so he can pass the 47. Goes to the turf a little bit.
Hey, we saw a couple guys do that in real life. It works pretty well.
And he does get the pass done. A little further back, it's Bryce Shoemaker leading a little pack with Keith, Nick, Bobby, and Nicky Bobby.
That's for the last stage point right there, so it's an important battle.
But out front, 32's got a mirror full of the 70.
Yeah, I feel like we've said that a couple times this year.
Sounded like somebody hit the wall there. Tim Hendry, I think it was. He's losing a lot of time, and it was.
Yeah, definitely pretty slow down the back stretch there.
Yeah, we can see that right side damage as he passed our camera, and he's getting loose now in 3 and 4. ran, man, into the top 5.
Get it eventually.
Doran just rolls off the tongue better. I'm sorry.
That's what we're used to.
We're on lap 31. Coming to lap 32. 32 car out front.
See what you did there.
Looking to add another stage win to his resume. Not winning the races, but collecting the stage points and the playoff point.
That's just as important. You got to win the stages as well.
I'm really impressed how Oscar he's not letting these two go away from him. And neither is Chris Stouffer. He's starting to creep up a little bit more.
Yeah, Nicky Bobby posted a clip of what happened to him at the start. Not sure what happened. Definitely it's like some sort of technical issue though. Front three got pretty close together right there in 3 and 4.
You can see the battle for first there on your screen. We got a 4-car battle for it.
Yeah, Chris Stouffer's hanging with him.
That's Aaron Smith to the top side.
Yeah, he's gonna probably get this done. He's gonna get a pretty big run.
Side by side at the line, yeah, and he does. 70 powers to the front. And here comes Oscar Jensen.
He's going to send it around the outside.
I mean, these two have history from last season.
So again, that run on the high side, he's going to make that pass pretty easy.
New leader at Charlotte. Aaron Smith and Oscar Jensen up to P2. Chris Stouffer closing up now.
Front four still under a blanket of each other. Joseph's definitely struggling right now, though.
As those tires coming in effect, Chris Stouffer gets a little loose coming off turn 2. Keeps it under control, though. Now he's going to try to put the 32 under pressure.
See what it is this time is lap time. But last lap, it was a 32.2. 4/10 off the pace right there from everyone else around them. Should be a little better this lap, you would think. 32.1.
Chris has to check up there in the turn or he's going to run him over.
I think Chris saw the front two make this pass. He's going to try and make the same one, just can't get it done this time. I mean, we saw that line in real life work really well. I mean, that's the line that Reddick and Bell were running and making a lot of time early on.
Chris Stouffer goes back up to it. Let's see if he can get it done now.
Yeah, he's going to get this done on the backstretch.
He does. Chris Stouffer up to P3.
Aaron's starting to walk away a little bit from Oscar. Looking a little further back, Gary Smith's closing in on Tristan. And Tristan's closing in on his good buddy Tim Hendry.
As Michael Bussell is back on track.
It's going to be a pretty good battle right here for P6 for the stage.
We are on it and live. We'll see what happens. No love lost between these two as well.
Tim, I think, is in the same boat as Joseph, just trying to get the lap 50. Let's put some new tires on that thing. Maybe repair some damage as well.
Right, next time around we hit lap 40. McWhorter gets around Chris Stouffer again. They're side by side down the backstretch. McWhorter takes the 3rd position into turn 3.
I thought for a second there Chris was going to try and cross him over. Just can't know where early to go there.
While these two battle, they'll lose time to the leaders. Almost 2 seconds back now.
Yeah, Aaron's kind of trying to set sail right now, about a half a second lead on Oscar.
Back to P6, Tim Hendry, Tristan Ferris, and Gary Smith.
Tim's committed to that bottom line. Tristan and Gary are up by the wall, or at least trying to make that work. To say that Gary goes to the bottom.
Looking back at the last stage position, looks like Bryce might have that one in hand. As long as he doesn't mess up.
Yeah, I think this battle for 6 is probably going to be your best battle for this stage 1. I feel like everyone else is starting to gap themselves. 6, 7, and 8 all under a blanket. Gary's underneath Tristan. He just didn't give him much room there.
Battle for 6 is on. Three tenths separate these 3 cars.
And look at the run Tristan's getting here on Tim Hendry. Gonna try and go to the outside. I think he's gonna get this done. No. Not as big of a run as I thought he'd get.
We tight racing between these two.
I just don't think Tim Hendry's gonna be able to hold him off on the bottom.
Tristan working the outside. Can he get that run? He gets contact and he sends 10. Oh no, not again.
Oh man, oh man. I mean, that's a racing incident. I think we can all agree on that, but I feel it at least looked like a racing incident when I first saw it live.
Oh man, oh man. Trying to get you the best view we can here. Let's go here. We're going to the chopper cam. Tristan just comes down there and clips him in that quarter panel, the right rear, excuse me, and the 07 goes around again. Victim again.
Yeah. We're looking at this replay. Pit road's open. Aaron Smith, just from a quarter, are staying out. Oscar, Stouffer, and everyone else staying as well. Not stage caution.
Yes, sir. No stage caution. I will say for, as Nicky Bobby gets one of his laps back, I will say for Tim, the damage doesn't look that bad.
Nah, he did a really good job there, limiting the damage.
I know he's gonna, he's referenced what the broadcaster said about some of those incidents. We'll let the officials decide what that we want to call that. You're calling it a racing incident?
Well, that was just seeing it live. I mean, we'll have to look at it a little better later on. I think it's just something we saw coming, though. One was running the high side, one was running the low side. They got bad blood, so there's not going to be any room given.
All right, well, it's made for a little shootout here in the stage.
It'll be very interesting here. Aaron choosing the high side on this restart, just heads up there.
Check these guys out on the back side here. Yeah, Gary Smith and Christopher took tires there. Both the Shoemakers stayed out. Yep. Ospac stayed out. Your first fresh tires is going to be P10 and P11.
You know what I expect them to do here?
What's that?
Just ride.
We'll see.
Be the completion of lap 50. So lap 51 will be the stage caution.
Well, needless to say, it's going to be a shootout. See, expect the 70 to get a good jump. We'll watch for any wheel spin. It's not really bad here, but you never know. Anything over the driver chat?
Just nothing too intense. Just just some talking back and forth between Tim and Tristan. Definitely something that'll be looked at after the race, though.
I imagine so.
I mean, we should be getting ready to go back green. Lap 47 here. We'll be going green lap 48.
Yep, lights are off on the iRacing pace car.
Be about a 3-lap shootout.
Like I said, we'll watch for the wheel spin. I'm not really expecting any, but if somebody just slams on the gas.
I've had some here.
Well, you just ready to go all the time.
Yeah, anything for a stage win.
You're just ready to go. Ah, 31 minutes in. How you feeling out there?
I feel like it's going a lot better than some people thought. I mean, just had 2 wrecks now, but I feel like everyone was thinking it'd be a crash fest.
As the field works their way to turn 3. Aaron Smith is the control car. That's the yellow number 70 there. Pick the outside lane here for this little shootout for the stage.
Yeah, we'll have Tristan behind him. Joseph will have Luke behind him.
Well, here we go.
It's all gonna come down to the start, though.
Yep. Pace car pulls off. We're about to hit the Geico restart zone. Let's see what happens for this stage. The stage shootout is green.
Definitely a better start for Aaron.
Tristan struggling, getting going, and oh, Oscar Jensen flying to the field. It's a stack up behind him, though. Tim Hendry working his way up to the field. Oscar Jensen is flying, Josh.
I didn't expect him to do this, but he guess he's going to go for the stage win.
He is flying on the outside. He split them 3 wide. Tim Hendry's got fresh tires. He's trying to split them 3 wide.
Look at these runs they're getting compared to these guys on old tires.
Chris
We're seeing
Stouffer.
the difference.
Yeah, Chris Stouffer following him. Oscar Jensen around. Luke Doran now.
Just don't know if he's got enough time, but I'm sure he's going to try it.
It's going to be 3 wide down the backstretch between some of these guys.
That's Gary, Chris Stouffer, and Tim Hendry.
And Tim's going to get on that quarter panel. And he's going to send the 10 in the wall. Payback.
Definitely didn't give him any room right there. Very reminiscent of Denny and Ross at Pocono.
Payback has been served.
It's the last lap, though.
And Oscar
Oscar's
Jensen
coming.
is coming. Yes, he is. He's got a hell of a run. He's going to go down the inside. He's going to get blocked. He's going to go. Oh, my God. What?
Bumper to the back of the 70. It's 70-second cube. And we're still wrecking. Huge crash.
Oh. Oh, God.
Anything for a stage win.
I mean, those two don't have any love lost. I mean, remember Sonoma. Oscar Jensen did not lift. He went straight through that 70. Wow. That might be one of the most chaotic stages. Let's go back and look at it. I mean, just the run this 26 got in the turn.
Hey, well, I'm lifting.
He did not lift at all, and the 70 goes around. And yeah, Tim Hendry is in that one.
Yeah, I think that's what you call a case of the ARCA brace.
Tristan's in it. I think that was might have been Gary Smith going around. Have you ever? Man.
I didn't expect that here.
Hell, we might get a random winner tonight. These guys are just taking each other out.
Oscar over the race chat 32 is pretty smart, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, we have to remember back to Sonoma. What happened between the 26 and 70? Do you remember?
Yeah, I had some beef.
And apparently that was from something to do with, Old Atlanta. Oscar wasn't happy with how Aaron raced him, so he paid him back at Sonoma. We thought it was pretty even, right?
Yeah, guess not. I mean, that's just going for the stage. I mean, I don't think that's any bad beef, but that's crazy.
I'm honestly dumbfounded we had payback there. I'm not actually. I'm not calling Oscar's payback, but Tim Hendry's was definitely payback.
Yeah,
He got Tristan back.
Bobby Patrica stayed out.
Yeah, he pitted under that before the stage there, so he's got okay-ish tires.
And will he stay out the restart the race? Is the question.
Ah, Lord. That's only the first stage. Okay, well, now the biggest question is going to be, that 70 got hit pretty hard in the front end. Did he lose horsepower?
I mean, it don't sound the best.
We have seen before these cars kind of take a little damage here and there, but that was a hard hit with that 07. I mean, folks, I had my phone in my lap, and I dropped everything when that happened.
He definitely has some damage.
I don't even know. Oh, there's my phone. It's full. Oh, my Lord. We're looking at that 70 now. On our end, it looks kind of fixed, but, we don't know what's under the hood, right?
Yeah, that's the big thing.
I mean, woo!
Patrica is planning to stay out here.
I mean, he did pit before he pitted on 44, so. Of course, he is running a special paint scheme tonight. You can see, very colorful now, right? A lot of chrome,
Yeah, a lot of chrome. I was hearing something about Bryce being in that wreck. I'm kind of go back and look and see what happened to him.
See, this is what, is if Aaron Smith is damaged, two of the big dogs have been eliminated out of this race. It just opens the door for somebody to have a career day.
We're going to see pretty quick.
We'll keep an eye on it. I mean, he did get drilled by the 07.
Hey, Oscar getting that stage win, We haven't
He
really talked about him.
sure damn well did get the stage. Collected a body, but we got the stage point, so. That'll probably be on TikTok. Let's give a shout out to TikTok. We hit over 100 followers this week.
Pretty good.
900 more, and we'll be live streaming on TikTok as well. So keep posting over there. Grow the audience. But Bobby Patrica will be the control car here. We'll go to the Barney. And Bobby Trika is the control car.
Yep, remember, one more stage. We're not done with them. Gets a solid start. Clear all around.
Yes, he is. Bobby Trika with a good start here.
Oscar's going to jump to the outside.
He's already getting hounded.
Yeah, he's getting out of the way.
Got some hungry hounds right there.
It's going to hurt Bryce, I think.
It is. He should be able to get around, though. Bobby's starting to fall. Keep an eye on the 70. What is the damage? He's up behind that 10 now. Honestly, doesn't look as bad. I mean, he's approaching pretty fast to these cars, so.
And he's just stuck right now.
He's almost gets into the back bumper of the 47. He's kind of boxed in right now, Josh.
He's definitely boxed in.
He is boxed in. He's going to peek outside. Got to be careful here going into 3, or excuse me, 1. That wall kind of sticks out with the safety barrier.
Got to be smart. You know, he's definitely frustrated.
Yeah.
We don't see him frustrated much.
Making some aggressive moves here to get to these the pack. Gets around Bobby and Jim now.
Up front though, Christopher got around. Chris got around Oscar for P2.
As McWhorter takes the lead back. And another thing about Aaron coming up to the field, and it's not a knock on like the guys that race, but like he's usually not back there, so he doesn't really probably know how they race, right?
Yeah, Bobby Patrica is probably done.
No.
He ran up into the wall, hit it pretty good. He does have a meatball as well.
Right, wow. Didn't see that.
Christopher, their leader.
Yeah. Let us know who put Bobby in the wall.
I believe him and Jim were racing, and Jim got loose, and Bobby ran up the track and tried to knock down the wall.
Okay.
Just a racing deal, I believe.
Yeah, Christopher out front.
Got a line of cars.
Looking at the lap times of that 70, he's still competitive.
Yeah, he's still very competitive. That's the last lap. A very good one.
Tristan looks on the inside of that 84 of Bryce.
Yeah, he's definitely going to make that work. Aaron's just looking for somewhere to go, and he's going to finally go to the bottom for Gary. But he's boxed in again.
Gary blinks a little bit on his outside. He's back now. Keep an eye on that. That did take out Michael Bussell at Atlanta.
Bussell loves his internet. Comes Aaron to the outside now. Gonna try and follow Gary. I'm gonna try and pass Gary here.
Goes to the grass. Turf. Christopher still out front, though.
I mean, if they wreck at the front here, right now, I mean, it's the whole field. I mean, everyone's together right now.
Congratulations, Nick Osipek. You just won at Charlotte.
That'd be an amazing interview.
As Aaron Smith's following Gary Smith. They get around Tristan.
Tell you who wants some more cautions. That'll be Nicky Bobby.
He is working his way back. He's 5 laps down.
Sadly for him, though, Bobby Patrica's out there 2 laps down.
Luke Doran side by side with Jensen. Duran.
Aaron, trying again.
What does Aaron do when he gets to the 26? Does he pay him back or does he wait?
I don't see him paying him back. I feel like Aaron usually lets his racing talk.
2 by 2 behind the leaders here. Like they're stacked up for a restart.
Yeah. Aaron's still boxed in, I feel. Gets clear though.
Jensen hit the wall there a little bit as that safer barrier I was talking about sticks out. Now Aaron is behind Jensen.
He's gonna put it on the outside of Luke here. And this is all just happening right behind the leaders. It's Joseph going for the lead.
Yes, he is. Side by side for the lead. Chris Stouffer, Joseph McWhorter, Jensen.
Aaron Smith up to P4.
Oh, McWhorter got loose.
That's going to cause a big stack up here. Oscar's looking on the bottom of Chris Stouffer. Aaron's looking to the outside of Oscar.
Aaron Smith way up there. He's going to get a hell of a run here off the turn.
Yeah, he should get past Oscar. He might get past Chris.
Yeah,
Chris
Stouffer
moves
got
up the
loose.
way.
Stouffer got a little loose.
Got to just open right up for Aaron out there.
Aaron Smith on a charge. He might dominate. He wants to dominate now.
They done pissed him off.
Saving tires? Why? As they come up on the lap traffic now. Bobby Patrica.
Stay down low, getting out of the way as much as he can.
It has been a full charge since his restart by Aaron Smith. As we can say, the track's pretty much covered in shade now, fully. You know, there's no sun at all. A little bit right there, but
Yeah, his bustle just blew up.
go. That track temp continues to drop.
Down to 85 track temp.
I have to say, I mean, on a decent green flag run here, we still got 7 cars right here for the lead.
Yeah, it's definitely probably some saving from the top guys, but these guys are not letting them get too far away.
Again,
I
if
feel
you
like out
just-
of everyone,
yeah.
I feel like out of everyone, though, Luke's hoping this last stage goes green.
If you're just joining us tonight, 2 stages. It's on lap 100. We just had lap 50 stage. That was a wild ending. What does stage 100 have in store for us?
Yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. I mean, if it stays green, I don't think Joseph's gonna be able to hold off Aaron head to head.
But what has Aaron done to his tires charging up to the field?
He's definitely hurt him, but I feel like he's looking after him better now. And you know, if these two get the battle, and Oscar's in third, Stouffer's 4, Luke 5, Gary Smith 6, and Tristan 7th, they're all there to make a move if something happens.
We approach lap 74 next time by. Stouffer looks on the inside of Jensen. Stouffer was right against that blue line there at the bottom of the track.
Tim Hendry just pulled off a pit road. He's 17 laps down.
Yeah, I feel bad. He's got speed. He was running top 5.
As he pulls it back down pit road. As I said that.
Hopefully, some luck changes.
Yeah, I mean there's just a yellow car, and he didn't want to lift for it.
It's Gary Smith and Tristan, and then Gary Smith gets loose right in front of Tristan. They're going to lose even more time, and Tristan runs into the back of the 97.
That's allowing Bryce to close up on him.
Those guys are really lucky. Sometimes these cars, if you go underneath the guy in front of you.
Yeah, that would have been a wreck if that happened.
I mean, my lord, John Deere would have been all over the track.
And now we go from 7 cars in this lead pack down to 5.
The lights turn on here at Charlotte. We're about to go night racing. Who's going to take advantage of it? Whose car is going to be better at nighttime?
Yeah, about 120 to go. And when we get to the line here in just a couple laps.
Aaron Smith on the outside. Jensen with a big save off the turn. Side by side, maybe into one.
They're going to be side by side. Aaron's going to send it in there. So it's Chris Stouffer. Stouffer's in the wall a little bit, I believe.
He is, and that's going to allow a run by Jensen and Luke Duran.
Aaron's going to get to the bottom of Joseph now.
Sends it in there hard. Smith is on a mission now.
Man, Joseph's going to use that high line. He saw Aaron use that high line. Now he's going to use it. Oh, Stouffer's having some screen issues. Stouffer's having some screen issues, and Aaron said half his screen, his frames per second dropped when it transitioned from day to night.
I'd be wide gapped a little right there, but he'll close that right back up.
That was definitely Chris Stouffer's issue.
Yeah, he's dropped now. Duran all over the back bumper of the 26.
I'm sure he's happy that that's all that happened to him there was just falling off the pack. Because I'm pretty sure his screen issue happened in the middle of 1 and 2.
You're right, Bryce is closing up on the back of the 97. 97's got a good bit of damage on that left side.
Yeah, it's from that last caution, or that wreck with Aaron at the end of the stage. Well, he was one of the ones that got into it late.
Lap 80, coming on lap 81.
20 laps to go in the stage now. Seen how important that playoff point is already tonight. See what someone will do for this second stage.
What would you do?
You know what I'd do. You don't have to worry about it. I'm in the booth for a reason. Clint Boyer.
Lord. It's kind of like back to Bristol. Can Joseph hold him off this time for a stage win?
I think Joseph's just trying to get these laps done. He wants to get to this end. He don't want to. He wants to be able to finish the story.
As you can see, Bryce gets around Gary Smith. Bryce Shoemaker up to P7.
Yeah, Gary's definitely struggling with that damage.
We got
Definitely,
smoke. It's Tim Hendry around in the Roval chicane front stretch.
Yeah, no caution.
As soon as we turn back to the leaders, I saw smoke, and there's a car around in the Roval chicane.
I just lost it off of 4, almost into the pit barrels.
Trying to do his best Brandon Jones impression, huh?
He swerved to miss him. This is a really good job to not hit those barrels. Bobby Patrica is hoping for that caution as well.
Yeah, he needs it.
He is limping.
It's coming. And laps just take a bit here. You know, you talked about endurance. You know, you got people's equipment starting to stutter. It's going to be as Patrica's hard on the wall. He's riding it.
Yeah, he's trying to stay out of everyone's way. He's still in the wall. Still in the wall.
Yeah. That wall is no longer white. It's rainbowed at the backstretch now.
Oof. Gary just saw that 28 get very close to him in the turn 3.
Coming to get lap 87. Off turn 4.
So Oscar blinked there. Definitely not something we see that often.
Yeah, he hardly does.
As Nicky Bobby's in the wall now.
Yeah, United Airlines in the wall.
It's a back-to-back laps for the leaders having to dodge someone riding the wall.
Keep an eye on Luke, see what he can do here. As we approach the 1 hour mark in this race, we're 3 minutes away from it.
Bryce was able to get past Tristan for P6.
Bryce right now getting a good chunk of stage points. Looks like that might be as far as he can get unless he finds some really good pace to catch Chris.
I'm sure he's happy with any points. He's not had the seasons. He's won it this year.
Next time around will be lap 90. As we see Luke Dorn making a move there on Oscar Jensen.
I mean, we've talked about Luke and his tire saving abilities.
He gets it done up to that P3 spot.
He's gonna be there to, capitalize if something happens. You never know. These two are gonna be racing here in just a minute.
I'm sure he's really wanting that last stage to go green. It's over 90 laps of green flag. That would be something in his wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see here in clean air this lap. Joseph a 32.0. Luke matching the leader's pace, maybe just a little bit faster. So.
Yeah, you were talking about that Gary Smith damage. He continues to drop down to P9 now.
Yeah, just got to hold it for a couple more laps, though.
Again, these guys, no fast repairs. That'll be next week at Talladega, both races.
Yep, they'll have one in each race. Joseph a little bit faster that lap.
We expect the speeds to pick up, but right now getting that extra fastest lap bonus point would be Oscar Jensen with a 30.2.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard lap to beat because I mean, The pole was a 29.9, so
More than likely, that's probably that stage in right there that where he got that fastest lap.
I'd say so.
So. You know, credit to Joseph, though. He's had to drive with the yellow car in his rearview mirror for X amount of laps.
And we're coming up on like 400. I feel like in the past 2 races.
Next time around, we'll be on lap 95. And here he goes. He's looking for the move now, Josh.
Yeah, trying to make it work. Trying to get that stage point. He didn't get it in the first stage.
Joseph working that outside. Which line will prevail?
Seen Aaron use that outside to
He
his
had
advantage.
he had to let off a little bit.
Like that outside's the lane you want to be in.
Yeah, Aaron got a little loose there off too. All right, well, he tried that, put that in the notebook. Now Joseph knows that he can, if he just defends the outside, he can maybe stay the leader.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be used as we go along.
We'll keep an eye on it. Got Tim Injury coming up on Tristan Ferris.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen.
You might as well stop saying that. Got him back already. He's gonna not get him this time.
Told you nothing's gonna happen.
Osipek and Keith Shoemaker pass. Keith Shoemaker's in the points. Gary Smith's pitting.
I don't know about that decision.
Gonna go a lap down here. Interesting. Should have just stayed.
Leader, lap 98.
Yeah, he's
3 to go.
He's now on the left side of the car. He's gonna go 2 laps down.
I think
Maybe.
Aaron's struggling right now.
It's like Aaron probably gave him his best shot.
Two laps to go now on this stage. Say everyone should be able to make it.
Yeah, for sure. Nick Osipek with the last stage point. Next time around will be the white flag of the stage.
Don't really have much battling going on right now. Last lap of the stage right here, though.
Yeah, a little more tame of a stage.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of happy people for this stage.
Other than Bryce passing Oscar. Bryce up to P5.
Oscar must have had some issues. When I looked, there's a pretty decent gap.
And he does have some issues. He might have a tire down.
Nothing's showing up. Joseph.
Team injury almost around on the backstretch, but yes, Joseph McWhorter picks up another stage win in Season 7. Yeah, something is definitely wrong with that 26. The last time around, the lap ran a 36, second lap. But brings it home P6, so.
Yeah, a little early on the stage, caution. Well, I'm sure everyone's happy to see that stage caution.
Caution out. not for incident. Had 4 cautions, 2 for incident, 2 stages. Like I said, a little more tamed stage right there, huh?
Yeah.
Now we're in the interesting part of the race. Now we're in that go green, who's going to have the best strategy, right?
Oh, Oscar's out of fuel.
Oh, there you go.
He's getting some help.
Good friend Nick Ospec's giving him a push. Probably he's going to have to just ride all the way. He's going to go lap down. The leader's coming right there behind him.
I did a good job there getting out of the way of the leader's pitting as well.
But he is going to make it, so. Never know what you might see.
I didn't expect that. I didn't know he had a push truck.
He's still rolling there on pit road, so. About to hit his box. He's almost there. He finally hits his box. He'll finally be able to get some Sunoco race fuel. As the #1 box here at Charlotte always prevails, you can just pull right out. Aaron Smith wins the race off pit road, Josh.
Yeah, we saw that in the Cup race as well.
I mean, all you gotta do is hit the gas and you're out.
William Byron won the race road about 18 times.
So, pays to be box 1 here. All right. This is going to be that portion of the race where we get the. Let's get our green flag topics up. What do we want to talk about?
And that's all you.
Let's see what we can talk about.
Oscar's still on pit road.
He's now coming off. He probably took the Sunoco fuel can with him.
He'd make sure it was full of fuel.
Bryce comes down to top off again.
Interesting.
I think these drivers know this is probably going to be a long green flag run here.
Well, I mean, that run was less than 50 laps, so.
With the amount of cars left after the carnage, I think, yeah, we're setting up for a long one here.
Oscar on the radio says he doesn't understand how Aaron isn't dead.
He's got a point. That'll be a message sent to iRacing. I mean, he did.
He got hit pretty good. Wonder if Bryce will come again here.
Would you?
I mean, he don't got much to lose. I mean, there's only 10 cars on the lead lap. He's P6 right now, so. Tristan's coming. Bryce will stay out. Did have a couple people follow Tristan though.
Ospec.
And Bobby Patrica's getting ready for the roll.
And we're getting ready to go green because the lights are off on the pace car.
Aaron Smith, like you said, he got that #1 pit stall, gets him the #1 spot on this restart.
Yeah, it's just a lot of talk about that on the NASCAR podcast. Should probably be extended out a little bit.
Yeah, probably where the yellow line is. It was pretty dumb.
No complaints though if you're the leader.
Yeah, we and Byron loved it. Be 95 to go left. 95 left in this race.
A lot of laps here left. Who's going to take advantage of it?
One more stop though.
Just looking at the live timing, yeah, Mark Whitley took out an early wreck tonight. What was it, lap 7?
Lap 4.
Lap 4, even worse.
96 laps down.
As we're
Lap
going
9.
back green. Tuck in, folks. We might be in for a long green flag run here.
Yeah, and Luke is hoping for that. Tell you who's not hoping for it is Oscar Jensen. He wants a caution.
Just watching the back of the pack here. They were fanning out there. Like Gary Smith, Tim Hendry, Tristan Ferris, Osipek.
Oscar wants that caution so he can get that lap back. He's been a top 3 car about all day.
Tristan almost runs into the back of the 07.
I tried to dive it down low and won't open though.
Tim's going to let him go. He lines up behind him, though. We'll keep an eye on it. There he gets him around. He's going around.
That'll be a caution.
I'm telling you, you got to watch these guys. Got him back again. Win is even, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be something we're gonna have to step into, I feel.
Win is even. I can hear Tristan in the background of your headset. Probably not happy.
Tim Hendry just got parked.
Oh, wow.
Take a look at it.
Race control parking Tim Hendry. Again, if you're wondering, we have no say right now in that as we're in the booth, so. As we got strategy play out front, McWhorter, Doran, Keith Shoemaker, Gary Smith, Osipek, and Tristan Ferris pits.
Osipek just said it on the radio. I'm not gonna say the full message, but he said Merry Christmas to Oscar. He's just got a gift.
That he did. Let's go back and look at it. It's Tristan Ferris and good buddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The race controls made the decision to park him, huh?
Definitely looked like a little bit of payback to me, but like I said,
Win is enough payback.
we're gonna have to look at it. We're gonna have to step in probably.
People out in YouTube chat, we got some chatters out there. Win is enough payback. It looks like he might have got him back earlier in the race, put him in the wall. Is that even, or are they even?
They've ran into each other so many times.
Christopher, a late pit, coming down to get fuel. I move Bryce up to P2. You are right. Oscar Jensen gets his lap back, so. You like the idea of these guys coming down, topping off?
Yeah, why not? I mean, we're probably going to get a green flag run eventually. So, The longer you can go, it'll be setting yourself up for that last run better.
Again, these guys did have 5 sets in pits, so manage it well, you should be pretty well off on tires.
Yeah, definitely, especially if you can keep that clean air.
I can see Tim Hendry in Discord wants to know who DQ'd him.
Yeah, I saw that. Just something we're gonna have to take a look at after the race. I mean, we're in the booth, we can't make we don't make these calls. Only thing I'm doing from the booth is calling the cautions usually, and it wasn't even me in the second stage.
Right. And obviously, I'm up here working cameras and the graphics, so the lights are off on the pace car, so make sure you don't bring your pitchforks up here. But the old M&Ms out front. Oh, not M&Ms. The old custom paints and diecast.
Hey, you know what it is.
Out front, Jim Foskett up there, McWhorter. Might be one of those races where Jim cracks the top 5 finish off. We'll keep an eye on it. An eye on Oscar Jensen as well.
Back on the lead lap.
See how he
He's
works
got
his
a rock.
way up.
See what kind of start Bryce can get here. Definitely not going to be easy to hold his ground with Aaron, but never know.
Apologies. Was flying in the Discord. Be a wild night in there, that's for sure.
It's always fun, but we're about to go green. Yeah, Bryce had no chance on that restart, really. Yeah, Joseph's going to follow Aaron, and Gary Smith's going to try and follow the two of them.
I will say, if you're not used to being up there, that the restart box thing can throw you off.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
We'll watch Jensen here. It's going to be a pack of cars around him and Stouffer. Until we get single filed out.
Up front. Joseph tried to look to the outside there on Aaron. Didn't get it done there, but he is definitely faster right now.
Again, we're going to show you their pit stop lap. We'll show that through this run. So it's different. A lot of people came down and topped off, so everybody's different right now.
Yeah, Joseph's going to get the spot.
Pretty much the same tires, but the fuel is going to play the factor. We have already seen that Jensen ran out. And of course, tires will play a factor if you just go out there and burn them up.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're pushing.
As Bryce is under pressure now by Chris Stouffer in that 13. And Bryce is in the wall. He's going to lose a lot of momentum. Not as bad as, lucky we're not in the next gen.
Yeah, I would have been killed right there. That independent suspensions.
Gary Smith's trying to work around Aaron Smith. Got Luke Duran behind him.
Oscar's worked his way up to P7. Probably about to try and make a move for P6 here on Bryce. Keith just made a big save. At least that's what those specs him.
Ran. Oh, Tristan going way down the track. Where you going, man? We ain't running the Roval yet.
Just getting some practice, I guess. Luke looking to the outside. He's got a really good car. I just feel like that damage he got might be affecting him, even though he's probably got it repaired by now.
That's Gary Smith you're talking about, correct?
Yes.
Duran up to P2. Keep an eye on him, folks. He's won here before plenty of times at Charlotte.
Yep, and he's the one hoping this goes green.
I'm sure his teammate Lawrence is watching. Not here tonight. Slacker.
Yeah, great president.
Yeah, you could be Lawrence. We need you. It sounds like they're setting up a WWE ring in the infield.
Be a good show.
What's the track tip right now?
Track temp is all the way down to 83.
Oh.
So not dropping super fast, but it is dropping slowly. Down about 3 or 4 degrees since the start, probably.
Darren Smith getting the facts.
I'll tell everyone that.
Uh-oh. We've seen this at Atlanta.
And it's way too early for him to come in pit, so. Never thought that Charlotte would turn into this.
It's put on some pretty good racing so far, and we'll see what the ending's like.
Joseph told Aaron that. Oh! Joseph told Luke to have it. He tried to get it, but about caused some death there.
That would have took out probably 3 big cars.
Might have took out Aaron as well. He was right there as well. That would have been pretty big. Well, now we got a line of cars again.
And here he comes, Luke Duran.
He's going to make it pretty easy this time. Joseph definitely let him have it. Trying to fall back in line in front of Stouffer. He's going to do it.
New leader at Charlotte. The former champ.
And that Jimmy Johnson style paint scheme, Jimmy dominated all the time here. Let's see what Luke can do out front now.
As McWhorter is dropping. Wow.
Yeah, definitely surprised that he gave that lead up. I feel like he wants to save, but I don't think he's that good in traffic compared to some of these other guys that have had experience running back there this race.
It feels like an old throwback race. We got Duran and Stouffer 1 and 2.
Yeah, that puts you in the fields right there, seeing the throwback guys.
There's Jensen looking on the inside of that 84.
Slowly working his way back up towards him. I think I just saw Joseph blink. That's also something you don't see much.
Oh, Gary. He about cleared himself, and he was about to go around. Somebody needs to go relay to the 97. The 26 does not lift.
Tell you what, Luke is not pulling away. That 13 is underneath him.
Yeah.
He's going for the lead.
Stouffer has a good car tonight. He's also won here in this league at Charlotte, so
I think Luke's going to let him have it here. I think I saw him lift. That's Stouffer clear. No leader. Joseph. I think he's trying to get underneath Aaron. He's there. As he blinks. That was almost pretty big, I think.
Yeah. Watching it live right now, we saw him blink out. He hits the spot, though.
I think that was close to a situation like Bussell and Gary Smith there.
These guys have been at it for an hour and 25 minutes.
Going a lot faster than a lot of people thought, I'm pretty sure.
Of course, that, kind of big wreck cleared out some cars, and had some more wrecks.
Got some beef.
Beef, beef, beef.
I'm just showing why Charlotte deserves 2 races on the Oval every year.
As Duran under pressure now by Smith. Duran way up the track. Smith down low gets the pass.
Yeah, I think Luke might have used up his tires a little bit more than we would expect, but maybe he's just trying to save now. Who
Jim
knows?
Foskett goes down the inside on Bryce.
Tell you who's not saving. That's Chris Stouffer.
Bryce might have clipped the wall there a little bit. Let's Osipek get a little run. Let's go back out front. Chris Stouffer, yeah, out front. About a 5/10 lead.
Come around this time, we'll get lap 130. About 70 laps to go.
And they will have to pit again, obviously. We'll keep an eye on it, though. Let's pop it up on the screen one more time, Josh. We're going to pop up their last pit stop laps. Different for everyone.
Yeah, I'd say probably around 20 or 30 more laps. I think they're going to at least try and split this last stage in half. Maybe go 5 to 10 laps longer. I mean, we saw at the end of that first stage how important the new tires are, though. So if one comes, I expect probably everyone to follow.
Yeah, we're just looking at it right now. Like Aaron Smith, lap 102. Christopher, 109. That's just a little bit extra he can go.
And that's pretty big for Chris since he's, in the lead right now.
The biggest thing, though, is going to be can't stay out too long, though, right? Because of the tire difference.
Yep, that's the big issue. Just the tires. But, I mean, if you think of it the other way, if you stay out long enough, you can go for the overcut, wait for them to pit, stay out longer, then have the freshest tires at the end to try and go for the win.
Yeah, you're right on that. It's, Stouffer, McWhorter, Smith, your top 3. Jensen and Duran rounds out the top 5. Gary Smith 6. Spec 7th. Boskett 8th. Bryce 9th. Keith 10th.
In fact, guys out of that top 5, probably won't be surprising it was Aaron Smith that lap.
When is he not fast?
Then Chris goes out there and matches it with a 31.4 as well. So just trading lap times right now. I think they're all just waiting for this green flag stop. It's where this race is going to be won or lost.
Oh, Jim, hard in the wall. Hard in the wall. He's losing spots. Back to P9.
Hopefully it's not too bad for Jim. He's having a really solid run. Top 3 starting to separate themselves from Oscar, who's running 4th.
Chris, 31.5 last time. McWhorter, 31.6. And Smith, 31.7. Pretty much identical lap time. Smith, Jensen, and Duran. 31.7s.
Yeah, and then Christopher out front, 31.5. So clean air.
What it is this time around.
31.8 that time for Chris.
And a 31.5 for the guys behind him as they close up.
Yep, you're seeing clean air happen one lap and help him, and then you're seeing the draft help second and third the other laps.
McWhorter peeking.
Yeah, he's trying to get down low, just not there right now. They might be here soon. Yep, he's going to take it. Another lead change in the making. But Chris is going to stick it on the outside.
Back. He's fighting back on the outside.
Aaron's trying to stay with him as well.
That run off the top.
Yeah, but on the bottom, though, Joseph is going to get a run off the corner because of how far Chris sailed it in. Joseph just can't get fully clear. He might have it. It's very close.
Yeah.
He's going to sail it in here. Still not clear. Chris. Just don't think he can stay with him. Joseph clear to the lead. At 139. Probably about 10 to 20 laps away from that last pit stop.
It's going to be the make or break. How do you get on? We've seen it. Can't be conservative. If you're conservative, you're going to lose a lot of time. Smith looks on the inside.
And, we got...
Dover lets him have it. Go ahead.
32 and the 70 have been some of the most aggressive guys we've seen on pit road. So, definitely going to have to watch them whenever they decide to pit.
Gary Smith and Bryce side by side. Gary prevails right there. Now Bryce under pressure by Osipek.
That's the battle for P6. Gary has it right now. Gary's car just kind of fell off a cliff after he got that damage.
Bryce prevails there. Back up to P6 for Bryce Shoemaker. But Gary's not done with him.
Yeah, these two are buddies, so they'll battle it out. You got Osipek right behind him, just looking for somewhere to go.
Like deja vu out front. 32's got a mirror full of the 70.
Yeah, I feel like it'll stay like this until we get to that pit stop here in just a few minutes. Stouffer's staying with them though. So.
This race will be won on pit road tonight. So. Here we go, battle for the lead. Gonna get it done easy.
Yeah, Joseph gave it to him there. Yeah, I think this is the most we've seen Joseph try and play the long game.
Aaron Smith out front here tonight at Charlotte. Next time around, getting lap 145.
Gary
like
and
stop
Bryce
soon. Go ahead.
Gary and Bryce still battling for P6.
Going on for a couple laps here.
It's another one I don't understand though. I feel like you don't want to give Aaron clean air. See what it's like this lap, but last lap it was 3/10.
Might be time to check out, folks.
Definitely not as bad that lap, but still a game for Aaron.
It's up to 6/10 right now. Gap is growing. Those two are still trading positions back there.
Yeah, I feel like they've been side by side for about 50 laps by now. Ospec's still just sitting and watching. Waiting for his opportunity.
We'll just keep it on these guys because they can't pass each other. Out front, it's pretty much settled down. I mean, we'll keep an eye on it if it gets close, but Aaron's got clean air now.
I think Gary's going to finally maybe get... No, he's not going to get clear. Bryce, well, never mind, he did. Now, when was Aaron in? Did you say 104?
Aaron Smith, last time on pit road was 102.
102. So this will be his coming up on 150 right here. So 48 laps. He's should be in here in the next lap or two. I remember at the end of that second stage when Oscar ran out, Aaron said he had about a lap and a half left. So 50 laps to go now. Say the pit window's probably opening up right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be closing in on it. Anybody try anything different or just stay the course?
I feel like it's gonna be hard to beat Aaron on and off of pit road. We've seen it a couple times this season already. He just gaps the rest of the field on pit road. He's got a second lead right now, so how aggressive he is, he might be up by 3 or 4 seconds if he nails this pit stop.
Gary did finally get around Bryce. They're not side by side, but Bryce is gonna try to make it again.
Coming to lap 153.
Oscar Jensen and Luke Duran trading positions now. Duran gets around him.
Yeah, Luke back up to P4. Gary, I think, got in the wall.
Yep, he did. He's real slow. You can see a lot of damage on that right side.
Oh, yeah, overcorrect. Into the wall. Got our first call to pit road. Be Jim Foskett.
All right, here we go. See how he gets down. show you the differences. Pretty conservative stop there by Jim.
Joseph's turned it up some.
He's closed it down. It's under a second now. It's to 6.6, 0.5.
Aaron in this lap.
All right, let's see what happens.
Gonna be 45 to go. No words from Joseph though.
Gotta get it woed down. Gotta get it woed down. Oh! Oh! He's gonna return him!
Wow. Aaron going backwards on pit road. He's going 45.
Oh!
Wow. What is this race? Aaron gets it turned around. Well,
Christopher, here you go, buddy.
I think Aaron might not have lost too much time. He was on the pit road speed going backwards.
He had a really quick stop there, and he took 4 tires, though, so we'll see. Stouffer's in, Duran's in, Jensen's in. Osipek takes the lead.
Goodness gracious.
We're gonna replay this for you and let you see what just happened.
And I'll keep an eye on the race off pit road just to see how it's going. Stouffer's still on pit road, so is Oscar and Luke.
Joseph just, he was getting in really hot and locked it up there, and
Stouffer's off of pit road.
gets into him.
Aaron's still going to be in front of him.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
I told you he he nailed it in reverse on pit road. Perfect pit road speed limit.
Unbelievable. Osipek in, Tristan in.
Wow.
I thought that was it.
I can't even do a pit stop that good and going forward.
That is unbelievable. Show it to you again. I'm gonna show that replay again. Gets spun around, throws it in reverse, Josh, and like he said, it's 45 all the way down. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I think he just got another TikTok.
What in the... And then he spins it around. What in the... As Kyle Petty would say, that's incredible. Yeah, that's... Wow. I don't know.
He cycles out to a 4-second lead after all that.
Well, these guys are going to need a caution now to catch him.
I think that's how we should make him do all his pit stops the rest of the season.
I mean, credit to Aaron Smith. Some people right there probably would have lost their composure and, got pissy, yelled over the mic. He just throws it in reverse there and pulls a Ricky Bobby.
That's just crazy.
I'm speechless. I mean, this guy cannot lose.
Jacob just sent a message to me and you, said Aaron Smith is the GOAT.
I mean,
We already knew that, but after that, it's confirmed.
that is the craziest pit. I'm still in shock. As we're on lap 163 now.
And Aaron's just putting down some heaters now, so definitely gonna need a caution for everyone else if they want to try and get them.
Yeah, if you're an Oscar Jensen fan, though, his I think lap he did to win stage 1 is gonna hold the 32. So Aaron's best is a 36.
Yeah, that 32 is pretty impressive. Like I said, that would have put him like top 5 in qualifying speed.
Again, we'll keep an eye on it. Gary Smith riding the turf, Josh.
Probably glad it's turf and not grass.
He loses it off turn 4 there. He takes the roll chicane for the most part, and then he's hopping across the turf.
Just getting some
Eastbound and
practice.
down. Yeah. Gary's been all over the track tonight.
Yeah, that damage killed his car.
Crazy race. A crazy stage. We've had payback. We've had people getting parked. We've had people going backwards on pit road, not losing any time, gaining time.
I think that's the craziest part.
I mean, this Charlotte has, I mean, we're more than likely going to get the same winner, but
In very dramatic fashion.
this race is at every. This dude, and to add to it, he was wrecked.
He was destroyed. He got Arca braked.
Now he's out here with a 4-second lead. I mean,
And you know, we're going to ask him about it after the race. He's just going to be so calm about it.
you know, I've practiced it. You know, I do it every time. You know, and to be honest with you, I go in official races and I just go down backwards. Definitely with all the carnage tonight, though, we're gonna have some people getting some much needed good finishes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's technically not over, but a big hill to climb for Joseph. He is faster right now, but I don't know if he can keep that type of speed the whole run to try and catch him. As they pretty much just match lap times there, so I just don't think he can do it without a caution.
Oscar Jensen with a good bounce back up to P4 right now. Christopher P3. Again, if you're interested in watching any recap, the post-race show is live after we go off the air, so
Got some good stuff to look at.
don't believe no Lawrence tonight, so somebody's gonna have to lead the ship.
You mean we don't get our Austin Dillon take for the week?
Oh man. As we're on lap 171 now. Things kind of stretched out. Lappers are getting out of the way, acting nice. Really, the only battle for position that's going back and forth is Jim Voskett and Tristan Ferris.
Yeah, about had a caution. Probably about got about wrecked it on the apron there.
That would have been a unique caution.
I mean, Joseph's definitely showing he's really fast on this short intermediate run. Just all that time he lost a ton of time.
I still can't believe that Aaron didn't lose anything.
Gained 3 seconds.
As Tristan's going through the turf. Oh, watch out, folks. This man's just going to get back on Grand Theft Auto at this point. He's had an eventful night.
Yeah, I had a fun one.
Sadly for him, I don't know if his night's over. Way things.
Nah, probably not.
So.
He's gonna have to get in a boxing ring with Tim Hendry after this thing.
Our damn hauler driver down there can't get on the road to Talladega. He's gotta come on in.
I want to see someone get put in a headlock.
Speaking of Jonathan Smith, he crashed out tonight. Still on pit road though, for 44 minutes.
Getting his repairs, man.
The timing screen shows on pit road for 44 minutes. That's impressive. Actually, I think it's longer than 40. Yeah, it's longer than. It's excuse me. It's an hour and 45 minutes.
There you go.
Jim finally got some space now between him and Tristan.
We got 25 to go for Aaron.
Yep, it's switched over now. The scoring column there.
And the lap times are definitely starting to lean Aaron's way more and more every lap. So Joseph tried to close in, just definitely can't do that for 50 laps on those tires.
Yeah, now Chris and Oscar are running better lap times than Joseph.
He's going full push to try. Just,
Gonna need a caution. I mean, got a lot of time to make up.
He gets a caution though. It'd be very interesting because he is faster in the short runs. And we also know Oscar's very good at short runs.
Yeah, he has shown that. But this is usually what happens in these long races. You know, you have a big wreck, wipe out some cars. The long run we've talked about.
Yeah, but even on the long run, we've had some eventful stuff going on.
Very eventful. I did not know Ricky Bobby was in this league. Found it out tonight. Gonna make for a good TikTok, so check out our TikTok. Hey Joseph, I got you something. Come on now. Can't make this stuff up. Aaron's giving us content.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna have fun editing that.
I'm, you know, go back to it. You got to. I'm just amazed at the composure to like stay cool and just throw it in reverse.
The crazy thing is, I think Aaron said he was gonna speed without it.
And then to not speed when you loop it back around. I mean, he's definitely going to add it. I mean, look at the winning stickers on his car now. He's definitely going to add another one. The streak's going to grow more than likely.
It's gonna be easy to keep that streak going next week, though. Gotta have some luck.
But he has shown the ability to win there when Mark Whitley died that one year. Gary Smith brings it in. Just undrivable right now for him.
Yeah, he's had a night.
We're about to approach the 2-hour mark. We're about 6 minutes away from it.
Yeah, got 19 laps to go.
We hit the 12:34 in the morning. We switched over now, Eastern time.
Gary has called it a night. Had a good car before the damage.
Yeah, he did. He was running up there. Just give a shout out to the sponsors one more time. Harpoon Designs, Future Designs, Butt Kicker, of course, Firestorm. Speaking of Firestorm, highest running car right now, P6, Bryce Shoemaker.
And also got Keith and P8. Really good day for them. They needed some good points, and they're getting them. Except for Nicky, who hasn't been able to recover from his issues at the start.
Really hasn't had luck in a couple weeks.
It's been 2 races now where he's had issues at the start out of his control. Best battle on track right now is for P6 though. Talking about Bryce, he's got Nick Ospec right behind him. And his tire tracks pretty much.
As we cross over 16 laps to go, the lap's winding down here.
Talking about it, Ospec looking to the bottom. Can't get it there though.
On the inside, that 24 National Guard looks weird. That's not the 88. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Two battle side by side.
Ospec gonna try and get clear off of 4.
Finally clear him.
Good
He's gonna
done.
move up. Got him. Ospec up to 6, but yep, here comes Bryce. Almost in the wall. Yeah.
Battle for P6, pretty intense, but I think Ospec's gonna have it. Except Bryce wants to cross him over.
He is gonna cross him over. Ospec's gonna come back down.
Can't get that run like other guys have, but a pretty solid one. He's making a lot of time up in 1 and 2, as you see. Here comes the run again for Ospec. Go to the bottom now. Can't dive it in there.
This is where caution could come out. These guys are racing pretty good, hard.
Spec's got it now, though. Yep, I think he's got it now. Pretty good.
As Bryce drops down to P7, both Shoemakers run in 8.
Said there's still a great run for them. They've had some tough luck this season.
They have 12 laps to go, coming around to get 11. Nicky Bobby gaining positions though. Laps down, he's P11.
Stuck it out all night. He's gonna get a decent finish. Definitely wanted the top 10 probably, but he's right there. Without that wheel issue, he's got a good finish. Bryce just got in the wall a little bit. Up front, Joseph and Aaron have just been trading laps pretty much about every lap. So lead still 3.8 seconds, right around 4, where it's been pretty much the whole run.
As Aaron hits the finish line, we're 10 to go. Almost 300 miles of sim racing done tonight. And a pretty eventful race tonight. Next week will be even more eventful. 2 Talladega races back to back.
Yeah, it should be a fun night for everyone, especially us in the booth getting to call some crazy super speedway racing.
Caution,
And,
caution, caution, caution. Jensen is around. Jensen is around.
Well,
Uh-oh.
changes everything.
He just loses it there and off of 2.
Trying to be Carson Hocevar, I think.
It's going to be an interesting one because now this has fallen in McWater's wheelhouse. It's a short run.
Yeah.
Aaron did not. Aaron set sail. We said, "Here we go. He's won." La, 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 la.
Well, the good thing for Aaron is he's got that #1 pit stall. We've talked about it.
He's gonna win the race off pit road, but what's gonna happen on this restart? He's just lucky Oscar's not up there, right? Oscar's staying out.
Oh my goodness. Are you serious?
Oscar Jensen has stayed out. And Nick Osipek has stayed out.
What in the world?
This is about to be crazy. Aaron does win the race off pit road. Oh, brother.
Oscar didn't get lapped, did he?
He did not.
Okay.
Just to give everyone a reference, though, Oscar Jensen and Osipek, they stay out. Jensen, last in, 156. Osipek, 157.
We'll see.
You gotta pit. The difference on these fresh tires here?
Pretty big.
It's on the apron. He's... See. Like he's coming down.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, they both come down. So Aaron Smith is the leader. I mean, I'm fine with it.
That would have been wild.
So it's going to be a shootout. Only thing Aaron's got to worry about, he's got to get a good launch, and then it's just balls to the wall at that point, right?
Yeah.
And you guys are going to be hounds now. Look at like Bryce Shoemaker now, right?
He's P5 right now.
Just go for it. What do you have to lose?
Yeah, that's the thing with Osipek. I don't understand why he stayed out there. He just lost track of this shit.
He's not.
Be seeing them.
Oh, man. Well, hope everybody's awake in the YouTube chat. It looked like we were heading to the house, but
We were talking about Talladega.
we might be heading to the infield care center. If you're Joseph, you got to be aggressive, right?
I mean, we'll see.
Can't let him get another win. You can't.
I think the thing he loves seeing, though, is no lap cars in front of him on this dash to the finish.
Lap cars to overtake.
Oh, Jesus. Mark Whitley's already had a bad night. Don't bring that up, too.
No, Michael, no. Lights should be off on the pace car this time, which would give us like 5 laps to go once we take the green.
Yeah, we'll come back to lap 196 is the green. They'll see 5 to go when they get
The
the green.
lights are off, folks. Here we go. It's been an exciting race. This is really the only way to end it, right?
Yeah. Luke was pretty fast on that last short run as well, but I expect we're going to see a different Aaron here on this short run now that he knows he only needs 5 laps from these tires.
And what about Jensen? We know he's not lifting.
He's only P6. He's on the high side. We saw how that high side worked last time.
This could be a TikTok moment. We're getting ready to be formed here.
Just get that 30. Make sure you remember that 30.2 is might be in danger here.
Who's gonna go balls to the wall here? Actually, pretty excited about this. Let's see. Hopefully, one of these guys just take it and go with it. Gotta get a win. Need a win. You can't let Aaron keep racking up on wins.
Stage points just get more and more each time.
You change your season here tonight with the win, and then potentially winning again next week at Talladega.
Yeah, gotta get a good start though. Aaron's gonna be on this.
And the pace car is off. Here we go, folks. We're about to hit the Geico restart zone. We hit it. Aaron gets a good launch, but here comes Joseph.
Yep, he got an okay launch, but Aaron, great launch.
Luke Doran clears to P3. They got to move now, but Aaron, it's qualifying lap time.
Yep, hot laps time. See what happens here. Joseph's trying to stay with him. He's trying all he can.
Jensen working on Stouffer.
That's for P4. Both glued to the bottom. I feel like they're running pretty similar lap times right here.
Yeah. It's that draft. How big of the effect for the draft play? Can he suck up to him? 3/10.
He might be in the draft now.
It's under 2. It's
yeah,
in
30.2 is gone. 30.2 is dead.
Yeah, we're lighting up. We're in the 29s now. He's getting it under. McWhorter's on the move, folks.
Come back to 2 to go.
He just set the fastest lap of the race. This is it. Gotta get up there. He's getting a good run. It's under 2. Here we go, Josh.
29.7, even faster.
He is hauling the mound. You gotta move him.
Gotta get there, though.
Hardly out of the... Right back on the gas. Here we come to the white flag.
This is where Joseph's making his time, though, I feel like. Off of 4, getting this run. Getting clean air, because Aaron's not all the way on the bottom.
Yeah, white flag in the air. Sponsored by Firestorm Racing. Here we go. One more time around.
Definitely getting draft right here.
He looks under the bottom. He's going to cut him off,
He's
but...
got clean air again, though.
Yeah, he's going to get a run. Here he goes. Down the backstretch. Yes, he does.
Luke's in 3rd. Just got to watch out for that. Joseph to the bottom.
Aaron drives it in there. Joseph coming up the track. They touch. It's going to be side by side at the line. It's Aaron Smith.
Wow.
Luke Duran, P3.
What a finish. .028 margin of victory. I think you just got another TikTok.
Another great finish here. Aaron Smith does it again, though, Josh.
He always finds the way. I mean, that's probably the most dramatic we've seen him win it, though. He had an eventful race.
All right, well.
Eventful.
Very,
short.
very eventful. Charlotte put on a great show tonight. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and we'll just go ahead and get some of our top finishers in here.
Yeah.
No break tonight. It's already been a long night for these guys. Go ahead and get the third place finisher up here. Oh, Luke.
Duran.
What's going on, Luke Duran? Nice wheel you got there, man. P3.
What's happening? That was a lucky ass P3. I should have been 4th or 5th, but I'll take it.
Did you think you had anything there at the end? You think you could push up there and get it?
No, I was slow all night. It was I was a bit scruffy there, I guess you could say, for a while. I almost ran over Joseph, almost wrecked coming down pit road. Kind of drove like an idiot. I know I didn't wreck anybody here, but I'm surprised I'm P3.
I mean, you should be, man. You're always pretty good. Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, we got that long run. How did you feel on the long run? Did you want it to be longer, or how was it?
Well, if I saved tire, I wasn't fast enough at the end of the run, and then if I didn't save tire, I wasn't fast when I was, driving hard and burning them up. So then I was just slow on the back end. So for that long run there, I was kind of in no man's land, like 3 or 4 seconds back from the guy in front of me, and 10 seconds ahead of whoever was running 6th or 7th there. But yeah, I mean, Oscar, Chris, Aaron, and Joseph were definitely faster than me all night.
Well, do you plan on being here next week?
I plan on it. Where's it at?
Yeah, we have back-to-back doubleheader, Talladega.
Okay, yeah, I'll be there. So,
How do you feel about that?
if Lawrence is there, the goal is to lift his rear tires off the ground a couple times. Hopefully Allen's there so we can have all the high side cars can wreck each other.
Traditions.
It's German Motorsports show.
Yeah, wrong league. We wreck each other Sunday night. That's.
Anyone you want to thank though? P3.
I like to thank you guys, everybody watching, everybody that showed up tonight, and all the admins, everybody that puts this deal together, and you guys for broadcasting it for us.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week at Talladega.
All right, boys. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All right. Always the character, Luke Duran. God,
You keep you'll get it eventually.
let's get another character up here, shall we?
Yeah.
All right. Even the best character we have in the league, Joseph McWhorter. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Disappointment I hear in your voice. Anything you wanted to do different there at the end?
I don't know. You can't bump and run in these cars, and I'm not gonna wreck Aaron for a win. So it was just really good hard racing. There at the end, we played strategy really good all night. I made a mistake on pit road and lost a whole bunch of time. I was actually gonna beat Aaron in. I actually made it to my pit road speed, but or was about to make it to my speed, but I downshifted in a second and kind of gave it a jab to the brakes, and it spun because I didn't get a chance to switch my brake bias back to the front because it was a last second pit call. And I just spun and hit him, and then he backed all the way down pit road and really didn't lose any time. So, I mean, nothing I really could have done different. I nailed the restart as best I could. You know, him having the control, you're pretty much at a disadvantage every time. And chased him down, got side by side with him, and I think we touched a little bit on entry and then a little bit on exit. And I tried using him up as much as I could because that's really the only tool that you have in this car. And he just got that run off the top. I don't know how close the finish was, But what was it like? Maybe like a point or so? Like what? Maybe like a tenth, if that.
.028, I believe.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just disappointed. They keep coming up so close. Keep knocking on the door, but just can't seem to get into the house. I guess. I don't know.
Go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sucks to this keeps continuing, but another playoff point with the stage win. You're racking them up. Is that your plan to try and get as many as you can?
I mean, it's just working out that way. Aaron keeps letting me go, and I just save enough to where I can battle him for it. And that time with him having to come back through the field there after getting spun on accident by Oscar, because I stayed to the right. I saw Oscar with the run. I thought Aaron was going to do the same thing, and he dove down to the bottom, and Oscar got in the back of him. And, I wasn't expecting Aaron to do that. I thought Aaron was just going to move. And I don't think Oscar really expected him to do that either, because it didn't look intentional to me. But he had to drive back through the field and got back up in behind me. On that second stage, I was able to, I let Christopher by, and was clutching to save fuel. And then as soon as I got to like 5 laps to the good on the estimation, I went and got back around Chris and then started clutching again for like 2 to 3 more laps until Aaron got to me. And then I was just running really consistent laps to keep it like right about 2 laps to the good. Because this car has insane fuel consumption. This thing blows through fuel. So, because I mean, you think about like the Gen 6 and the other Cup car, like they can go 60 to 65 or 55, I guess, 50 to 55, where these things at full tank and under caution, it was showing us like 44 laps on estimation, and that was just under caution if you were just rolling around. So, yeah, I mean, we beat him at the stage again, which is nice, and I think since he was involved in the yellow, does he get stage points on that first stage?
I'll have to take a look at it and see where he was.
Because if not, I mean, that's 10 points right there at the beginning, and I think we came in, like 28, 26 points separated coming in tonight, so hopefully even with him winning, that should bring me back within like 18 points, I guess.
Yes, sir. Well, anyone you want to thank for the P2?
Brantley, he was doing a really good job tonight, doing the calling for strategy and doing all that stuff and keeping me focused on. He was basically just giving me laps and everything, and so I can save fuel. So big shout out to him. Harpoondesign.com, with Brantley owns that. Go check out all of his wide selection of cars on trading paints or get custom ones made. Go check out redcamelracing.com. I'm going to be repping their gear next week at Montpelier, Indiana, with a Hornet next week, so I'm really excited about doing that. So I won't be here, unfortunately, but really excited to do that. So check them out at redcamelracing.com. Reaper Speed Lab, go check them out. They got a really fast car this week at Iowa, so go check that out. Unfortunately, we got wrecked, but really fast setups every week. You guys for putting on the broadcast each and every week. The admins, all you guys put in a lot of hard work. I think that's it. Oh, John, Mark, Danny, everybody at Driven Motorsports, thank you for all the help. I'm actually going to go drive for Danny next week, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight.
Yes, sir. We enjoyed it. We will see you out there next time.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, always the character, Joseph McWhorter, right?
Yeah, I say it every week. That win's coming.
It's getting closer and closer. Obviously just wants it now, right?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. He's gonna win one before the regular season ends. Once he gets one, they'll come.
I'll tell you what, that was Joseph McWhorter. Now we're gonna bring up Aaron Smith. Aaron, you got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
I mean, I've never seen that on pit road. How did you do that?
Well, if you've ever wondered why I crash so often in practice, it's so I can practice scenarios
There you
like
go.
that. It's not the first time it's happened. It's probably not going to be the last time it's happened, but going down pit road seems to be something I'm pretty good at. So, fortunately, I made use of that, and I was about 10 laps away from running away with it, and got that last caution. Certainly made things a lot more interesting there, but I never had the short run speed all race, so one more lap there, I was probably going to lose it.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, we talked about the pit road thing. Let's talk about the other thing that happened to you tonight. What happened at the end of that stage?
Honestly, I don't even remember. Like I've been up until the last 20 laps of the race, I kind of checked out until that one point where I almost killed Joseph there in turn one. But yeah, it was just poor decision making. I held my line and got run over for it. So fortunately, my pit crew was able to fix my car and was able to win anyway.
Yes, sir. How do you feel about heading to the Dega Duels?
That should be interesting. I'm not sure how the bracket's going to play out there, but we've seen what I've been able to do this season, so there's no doubt in my mind I'll be able to back it up next week.
Yes, sir. Well, anyone you want to thank for another win?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the folks at the Showdown series for having me this season, y'all for broadcasting, all the folks for watching. Looking forward to getting back at it and hopefully coming out of it with $50 next week.
Alrighty, Aaron. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, Josh. Crazy race tonight at Charlotte, right? I mean, everything you could want in a race.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be a hard race to beat for race of the year this year.
It had people getting parked. We had payback, side-by-side win.
Lead changes, lots of lead changes. Lots of people going for the lead as well.
Stage wreck there. Everything you want in a race and more. Looking forward to the Dega Duels. How do you feel about that?
Well, just one quick thing on this. We got even more drama tonight to come, probably. But looking forward to Dega. That'll be wild. We saw how crazy it was at Daytona. I expect even wilder with the pretty much double points on the line.
As you see on the screen now, the results. Not the night for Mark Whitley, Jordan Hand, and Jonathan Smith, and all those guys that wrecked out very early.
Yeah, that big wreck at the start took out some heavy hitters, especially Mark. This is probably the worst I've ever seen his luck.
Maybe the luck's wearing off, but I tell you who's got the luck. It's Aaron Smith right now.
He's got a yellow horseshoe.
That's what we've heard. Gets another win. We'll see if he can continue this, and sounds pretty confident. So
he wants to prove people wrong.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. But we're gonna get out of here. Been a long night. We will see everyone next week at Talladega, everyone's favorite, right?
Yeah, your home race.
That's right. Always puts on a good show. We're out of here. See you next week. Talladega.